And this process is active but gentle. Whereas the meditation is more passive and receptive, this cleaning process, we gently apply our will, allowing all these impressions that we've accumulated throughout the day to clear from our back as if smoke or vapor were leaving us from behind. And now, as I explain this process with you, at times we'll sit with that suggestion silently and allow this process to happen naturally on its own, using our will actively but gently. Now, we needn't think of anything specifically or bring anything to mind. In fact, if a certain thought or idea comes to mind, just simply brush it off and return to this idea that the smoke or vapor is exiting your system from the back, clearing all these impressions, these complexities, these impurities. And you may notice as this process happens, you begin to feel lighter. So we'll do this cleaning process for some time. And after a few minutes, we'll go into the meditation. But for the time being, let's just sit with this cleaning process. Now gently accelerate this process. Feeling everything clear. Feeling lighter within. And for those of you who are just joining us, we're doing this cleaning process where we're actively, yet gently, clearing impressions from the surface of our back as if smoke or vapor were exiting our back, allowing a feeling of lightness, simplicity, that natural purity to take its place. And then when we're at home, we'll allow this process of clearing everything from our back to take place for about 20-25 minutes. We'll naturally begin to feel that lightness take over. Today we're going to keep it a bit shorter so we can move into the meditation. But in order to complete this rejuvenative process, as we've created this vacuum by clearing the impressions from our back, we then invite a current of love, of warmth, to enter from the front through our hearts. And this current of purity enters our hearts and fills this vacuum we've created inside. And gently invite this current to fill your entire system, merging with every particle. And you'll know that the cleaning is complete, giving the suggestion that it's come to its close, and that this purity and this simplicity has been established within. And for today, we'll continue this second meditation session together with the same suggestion that we had yesterday. Now that we have this clear space, let's settle back into our hearts and move from this more active, rejuvenative process into a gentle, receptive meditation. Again, the suggestion for heartfulness meditation is that the source of light is already present within the heart. And we settle deep inside, ignoring any thoughts that come to mind and just coming back to the heart, allowing whatever experience may come. We'll sit together silently for some time. And when it's time to come out, I'll say, "That's all." And we can reflect together silently on how we feel after the meditation. Let's meditate. That's all. So thank you so much for joining us for the second day. We're happy to take any questions. Those of you who are on Facebook, feel free to type questions into the comments below this video. We can either take them now live, or if you write to us after you've seen this, then we'll try to respond as soon as possible. Just to clarify a little bit about the difference between the meditation and the cleaning, is the meditation we recommend doing first thing in the morning or whenever it works for your schedule at a set time, at a set place, for a set duration. And the same way the cleaning happens in the end of the day, and we do it in the same place as we meditate, and we recommend to do it for about 20 up to 30 minutes is the recommended time, but as much as time as you need to take in order to feel that clear space. And these two practices really dovetail each other and really complement each other to ground us in the morning, to bring that meditative state throughout our day, and then to reset and rejuvenate. And I find that the cleaning practice actually kind of sets up the meditation in the morning because it resets at the end of the day. So some people think when we do this cleaning right before the meditation in day 2, that they can put both practices together. And there's just one quick clarification I want to make, that actually we recommend that they are separate, the same way you wouldn't eat breakfast and lunch and dinner at the same time. You need space in between these practices for them to be effective and for them to complement each other most effectively. Are there any questions that are coming up at this time? So tomorrow, just very briefly, we'll be doing day 3 at the same time, the same place, at 7 p.m. You'll join us here on facebook.com/heartfulnessnj on Monday at 7 p.m. and also live on YouTube, youtube.com/c/heartfulness, and we'll be doing day 3 live. Again, we're happy to take any questions, or if you want to leave any reflections after this in the comment section, we'll make sure to get any clarification. If you want to learn a little bit more about these practices more deeply, of course, feel free to visit heartfulness.org. Daji, who is the global guide of Heartfulness, has 3 masterclasses on these core elements of the practice. And in the first few minutes, the first 10-15 minutes, he very masterfully explains the premises and the principles behind these practices. And so if you need more clarification about the element of cleaning, day 2 is definitely a great masterclass to start with, as well as the Heartfulness Way book, which you can purchase here at the Meditation Center and online at theheartfulnessway.com.
There is a question from Anna. She's asking, after the meditation, I felt my eyes very watery.
So Anna had a question about how after meditation she felt her eyes very watery, and I had the same physical reaction. I think it's natural when you're kind of settled and comfortable. I don't know any physiological explanation, but it happens to me quite frequently. If there's an emotional component, I know when I started meditating, I was very emotional and would cry a lot. I'm not implying that that's your experience, but sometimes in the meditation sessions with a trainer, things clear and it can bring up something maybe touching or emotion that needs to clear. So if there's an emotional component or not, but if there's that emotional component, then that just means something's clearing. If it's just a physical experience, generally in the meditation, so one really great element of your meditation practice that we invite you to incorporate is after the meditation, we take a few moments, kind of like Daji gave this great example where when you settle concrete, you have to let it set. If a little leaf falls on it, it'll make an impression, and it'll be permanently in that concrete block. So the same way we slowly transition out of meditation, gently open our eyes, and allow that time to transition to retain that meditative state. And so something that you can do is take a journal and note down your experiences. And maybe if you have a question like, oh, my eyes were watering today, or I had this physical or emotional or mental or experience in my inner condition, then just observe over time, and you'll get clarity as you move forward in your practice. And you can always connect with a trainer and ask them the same questions. So again, the ways to connect with the trainer: you can download the Hearts app on Android or iOS, and there's a chat function before and after the meditation, so you can just ask any questions you have to the trainer. Of course, we highly recommend you connect with us in person, one-on-one, in small groups. We have group meditations all over the tri-state area and here in the Monroe Center. Is there anything else? Okay, great. So we're so glad that you joined us today. We look forward to connecting with you tomorrow at 7 p.m., same time, same place. Thank you so much. We'll see you again tomorrow.